How you doing? It's Friday. I'm a little bit behind track on getting some things done today. I'm just setting up a page and a thank you page, and I'm a little bit behind, which always frustrates me. I was hoping to have everything I'm doing right now done half an hour ago. Hey Andrew, how you doing? And I'm just a little bit late, so it slightly impacts on what I'm now going to do. But I will still get my stuff done. It's not the end of the world, but it just slightly delays things. Hey TLC Online, how you doing? How's your week been? Hey Tao Kangas. I think most of you probably know, and I mentioned it in yesterday's live chat. Got my hammer here. We're gonna start tearing down the wall. Later on this evening, I'm going to be smoothing out the wall, and then probably tomorrow morning I'll be painting it. I'm going to be painting it. Please don't forget to hit like. So I've just, so a couple of pages I was meant to get done today, mainly for Web Squadron, not for a client, it's for us. I was just a bit late on getting it done. Hey Pixel Gap, how you doing? Hey Pez. Isn't it frustrating when something that shouldn't take you more than half an hour, because you're too relaxed, an hour and a half goes and you've only done half of what you should have done in half an hour? Hey Dave, how are you doing? Great to have you here. Hey Perfect Naeem, hey, I'm okay. How are you doing? How's your week been? Had a great week or a bad week or a good week? Next week, we've got some really good videos coming out about how to get more out of the loop grid and just think out the box with what you do. I hope you appreciate the videos. You'll either like them or hate them. But I hope you appreciate what we're going to do. Hey, Rustam. Hello from Malaysia. How are you doing? For those of you that the first time you're coming onto the live chat, when we do the live chat, no, there will be no pyrotechnics other than me kind of expletives maybe from my mouth. For anyone who's come to the live chat for the first time, don't forget to hit like. And if this is your first time, this is very informal, very relaxed. We talk about all sorts of things, but mainly WordPress, Elemental, Bricks. But basically, if you want to talk about your business or you're struggling, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever, go for it. Andrew, yes, I like that idea actually. So we'll add a bit of After Effects in. Oh dear, TLC's not a bad week getting rid of COVID. Okay. Did you have it quite bad or... yeah, hopefully you've not had it too bad. I'll tell you what I've just realised is, hey Simon, how are you? You know when you sign up for an event and you get the links for like the Google Calendar and the Outlook Calendar and the Apple Calendar or the ICS, I think they call it, or whatever it is. Generating those to sit on a website is actually more peculiar than I would have thought. Has anyone ever come across that? So I'm just trying to play around with something. I don't want to start loading in SVGs and putting in custom codes, but it's just a pity there isn't like... There are some calendar link generators out there, but none of them are actually... They're not all that amazingly good, but I just need to try something out. Anyway. Perfect Naeem, how can I learn WordPress the proper way? How do you define the proper way? And when you say, I want to learn WordPress, do you mean you want to learn how to build a WordPress website with no page builder and no theme and no template? Is that what you mean? Because if it's like you're going to use Elementor, then you learn Elementor. If you're going to use Bricks, you use Bricks, Breakdance, Gutenberg, GeneratePress, whatever you want. That's what you got to go for. So when you say I want to learn WordPress the proper way, there is no proper way. And I think what you're trying to get at is, how do I build a good looking website that converts and, WooCommerce, all of that stuff. what you do is you go and look at other websites and you learn from that. Hey, rookie, Francisco, not seen you for a while. How are you doing? Glad to have you here again. So in answer to your question, Perfect Naeem, I would say, what are you... Can you define a little bit more about what you're trying to achieve? So are you a freelancer? Are you a web designer? Are you someone who's a client and someone is building a website for you? How much experience do you have in WordPress? And what is your aim? What are you trying to achieve? You will have noticed down here, one of the panels is missing. I took that panel off in yesterday's live chat. We took it off, okay? And I'm going to be taking all of these panels off. Everything is coming off. He'll go on the floor. Everything is coming off because got a bit of prep work before I do some painting. Probably later on today. No, not today. Probably tomorrow I'll do a bit of painting. So that'll be quite good fun, I think. Yeah. Full on redecoration. I mean, there's part of me that wants to go, like, who wants to go, what's the word? Go big or go broke kind of thing, you know? How much can I push what I'm going to do in this room? How far can I go with, you know, shall I make a standing desk? What's your thought? Shall I make a standing desk? So that when I'm talking, I'm actually, like, leaning over and standing more. What do you think? And then obviously I'd have to make sure I get a suitable chair and everything. The trouble with standing chairs is that the benches are very, like, you know, your legs are like this. Whereas when you're sat down, you can stretch your legs out a bit, right? Whereas when you're sitting on like these standing stool benches, right, you're kind of, your legs are kind of sitting on something, but it's not very comfortable. Hey, Nadia, how you doing? Alimer, hello, helper of WordPress developers. How are you doing, Alimer? How's your week been? Have you had a great week or has it been a bad week? It's okay to be honest as well. I always say to everyone, it's very good to be honest, okay? A standing desk with a built-in urinal. I don't think that would work, Pez. I don't think that would work. Because I'd forget to, like, clean it out, wouldn't I? You know, no, I'm not sure I could do that. There must be a stool with a built-in urinal. If not, that is a great idea for anyone who wants to go off and try and get some capital for that. So, I'm not going to start tearing this apart just yet. I'm just waiting a bit just to make sure, get a feel for some of the comments. So if anyone is aware of any really good calendar link generator that you've used, which works, which creates like the Google link and the Apple ones as well. I need to put that actually, Apple, Google, like that. Yeah. Please do let me know in the comments about that. Nadia, may you ask me a question? Do you ever do websites for family like Brother? Yes, I have. Okay, so hey John. How are you doing, my dear friend? Hope you're having a good Friday, okay? And I hope you're wrapped up warm because it's quite chilly out there today. Nadia, I built a website for my brother-in-law. Well, I helped him out, okay? Well, quite a lot. I helped him out a lot. In fact, I practically built the entire website. And I did that it was March last year. It was early March. In fact, it was end of Feb last year, right? I charged them for that website. I charged them mates rates, which means it is about 66% roughly of what I normally would charge, but I still charged them. So in total, the charge for their website was close to like £2,000 roughly. I still charged them for it. I also told them that if you want me to help look after the website as a monthly charge, he refused to pay that just because he didn't want to pay it. Every now and again, he keeps coming back to me, Imran, what about this? Imran, what about that? Blah, 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 blah. And I keep reminding him that I have other paid client work to do. and I'll give him an answer, but I keep my answers short and sharp and not sweet, short and sharp. Mainly because I hardly ever see him. Yes, he's married to my wife's sister, but the moment you build a website for if it's your son or daughter or your mum or dad, that's a little bit different. Let me put it into context for you. The very first house that I bought in 2003, okay, it needed a complete brand new bathroom fitting. It needed a brand new boiler system, central heating, and a side cover. It needed loads of stuff doing to it, okay? Whole new central heating fitting, all of that. My dad's brother, who's been like another dad to me since I was born, so my dad's younger brother, who's literally been like a dad to me as well, he's a builder. He's got his own building company, right? I approached him. Can you do this work for me? Yeah, he'll do the work. Did he do it for free? Remember now, this is my dad's younger brother, okay, who's helped bring me up as well, right? He's like a dad to me. Do you think he did it for free? No. I paid him in total £5,000. Back then, 2003, £5,000 was a lot of money to do a heck of a lot of work. It was mates' rates, but there was still money because of time and effort and other resources. So unless it's your mum or dad or your brother or sister, you can almost argue that there's a bit of a difference. But when it is a brother-in-law, sister-in-law, cousin, uncle, auntie, you don't do it for free. When it's your brother or sister or your mum or dad, you might as a favour, because you probably have a good understanding of like, how far can I push you and how far can you push me? You've had arguments all your life, dinner time, watching TV, music. You know how far you can go. But when it is brother-in-law, sister-in-law, auntie, uncle, now things can get touchy, right? You can have a big odd fallout. So I would say you don't build for free. Does that answer your question, Nadia? And like Dipanshu said, doing work for family is always a pain in the ass. It would be. You know? But if there is a mutual respect, you know, it's a bit like, look, my dad is a driving instructor. When my dad taught me to drive, I did not pay him for lessons. So there's always going to be a little bit scratch my back kind of thing, but only for direct family members. Mum or dad, brother or sister, okay? I get that. But when it becomes... So this website was for my wife's sister's husband. So it's my sister-in-law and her husband, right? No, you got to pay for it. Hey, Jimmy, glad to have you here. Hey, look, I hope you kick ass with that client. I mean, when I say kick ass with that client, I don't mean bend them over and kick them. I mean, you know, do something else with them, yeah? I mean, but in 20 minutes, I hope it all works out and you come out of it smiling and happy. And I'm sure I'll hear about it if you do. So here's a problem, Nadia. What you have to do, yeah, is you have to make clear to them that... there is a maintenance plan and you've got lots of other paid work and stuff and time and all of that. And you would love to help them, but they've got to be part of like a personal care plan. And it's a very touchy, difficult topic. But I'm one of those people who's very blunt. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to go to your wedding. No, I'm not going to give you a lift. No, I'm not going to eat that. Don't care how long it took. I don't want it. I'm not going to eat it. I'm a bit blunt like that. So people know that if I say no, that no means no. Thank you, John. If you got anything about a calendar system, that would be fantastic. John, my main man. Dipanshu, I'm also in a situation right now where I need to make an e-commerce store for my cousin's sister and she's paying for hosting and domain. Ooh. Okay, Dipanshu. How long... So let's go deeper into this, okay? Let's go deeper into this. Really, Video Boy, I mean, what else was on this website? Because I've got Fast Press. None of my websites are affected. So, when did the client's website go down? Was this after the WordPress update? Was it an Elementor update? What else is on that website for it to go down? Now, back to Deepanshu. How long is it going to take for you to build this website? How long is it going to take for you to build this website? And how much would you have charged if she was willing to pay you? So forget she's your cousin sister. How much would... By the way, though, the term cousin brother, cousin sister is used all the time in Asian language, right? They're just a cousin, okay? Does not matter if they're sister, brother, whatever, cousin, okay? So how much would you have charged if they were someone else? And how long would it take? How long would it take? How long would it take? 2 days, 5 days, 7 days? How long? And how much would you have charged? Okay, perfect, Naeem. Okay, I'm going to be really brutal here, yeah? Is the course free, or are you paying for this course? Is the course free, or are you paying for the course? What's going on here? Give it to me. Tell me what you're doing. Is it free, or are you paying for it? Mike Tok, how are you doing? From Malaysia. Wow. Watches the channel while sending his wife to work in the morning. Bless her. And I'm sure she works really hard. And I hope you appreciate that she's working hard. And she's probably paying for the electricity for you to watch me. And I'm sure you work hard as well. But bless her. Give my thanks and say hello to your wife. Say hello to Mrs. Tok. Deepanshu says the website's basic content. That's fine, Deepanshu. But how much are you paying? No. Okay, right. Yeah. So it'll take you 7 days. If she was a client, you would have charged her £500. Okay, Deepanshu. Right. Let me now tell you this. Giving up 7 days of your life is not going to be 7 days. It will probably end up being 10. Then she's going to come back to you and want further support, further changes, and you are going to regret not doing this. And I tell you what, here's the problem, Deepanshu, right? How many relatives have you got in your family that you would call cousin brother, cousin sister, cousin of a cousin, cousin-in-law who's married to another cousin, who looked after another cousin, who sometimes opens the door for you at a shop, and oh yeah, they've got a cousin. How many? How big is your family, Deepanshu? How big is the extended family? And you know where I'm going with this, okay? How big is the extended family? That's interesting, Video Boy, because the thing is, though, Video Boy, you have got Divi, okay? And you have got Happy Forms as well. There could be any one of those that's affected it. So I've got, like, a portfolio website. It's got Rank Math on it. It's got Elementor Pro. And it's got the Fast Press WP Meteor. That's updated. Absolutely fine. So the thing is that it could be any one of those other things. So back to Deepanshu. How many cousin brothers and sisters have you got? And we have only got 9 likes. You bunch of maggots. What's going on? Come on. We're not getting any likes today. Hit me with the likes. What's your opinion of WP Stackable Page Builder? I've not really used it. I'll be honest, I've not used it. I haven't used it in depth. I don't really use it. Okay, Deepanshu, your close family are approximately 50 peoples. Now, what do you think I'm going to say to Deepanshu? Look, stare into my rubbish ear. What do you think I'm going to say to Deepanshu now? Okay, here we go. You build a website for your cousin sister for free. Now, you're going to have everyone else in your family who wants a website for free. You have set a precedent. Not a president of the United States, a precedent, right? A precedent. You do it once. Oh, but You did. Okay, let's pretend your cousin sister's called Seema. You did it for Seema. What about for me? I'm her brother. I'm her sister. I'm her husband. I'm not her husband. I don't even know how old your cousin sister is. What about their mum and dad? Hey, you did it for the cousin sister. So what about if her mum or auntie, uncle comes to you? Oh, but you did it for them. You did it for them for free. What, am I not special? Have I never given you a chapati or roti? Have I never cooked lamb biryani? Did you not like my lamb biryani? Are you saying my kebabs aren't good enough for you? What's wrong with my kebab? I'm never giving you my kebab again. Take that kebab out your mouth right now. That's what's going to happen, my friend. You set a precedent, okay? You do it once, and you have to carry it on. And that is why, for my brother-in-law, when I built his website, he's got friends, he's got family, I've got other family. They know I charged. So if they come to me and go, oh, but you built a website for him last time for whatever, I go, yeah, but the costs now have changed. So the costs might go up or whatever. But I have a baseline. You have a baseline, right? Okay? It's like, let's say you lived in a street and everyone has kids that go to the same school, right? And you take your son to school in a car. I don't, I like to walk. But let's say you take your son to school in a car. I've got space for 3 other kids. If I gave a lift to another family and took their kid to the school as well, the other 2 houses that also have a kid each could say, well, could you take our kid as well? You took their kid. Could you take our kid as well? You set a line in the sand. WP Tech Monitor, how often have I met King Charles? Never. I've never met King Charles. Well, I was a kid when I saw the Prince of Wales at an event a long, long time ago, but never really met him. Hey, Pickstar, how are you doing? And that's the problem, Dipanshu. That is the problem. And I'll tell you now, right? When you have 2, 3, 4, 5 family members coming to you, oh, Dipanshu. Or they'll be like, Deepan bhai, Deepan brother. Hey, bro. Hey, sir. Hey, dear. Please do this for me. When they come knocking all the time, our website's gone down. Elemental, Bricks, whatever, something, WordPress, and you got 5 of them, and you lose 2, 3, 4 hours of your day every week, whatever, fixing, sorting things out for free. That's when you're going to regret it. Okay? That's when you're going to regret it. Hey, Maddie, how are you doing? I hope you like the video we put out today, by the way, for code snippets. So when you delete a product, right, from WooCommerce, the images remain in your media library. And I know someone who had like 1,000 images in their media library of product, because they sell one-off products. They sell speakers. So they buy a speaker or a music system, they do it up, and then they sell it on. These are one-off items. And they take about 10, 20 photos of every item when they sell it. Whenever they deleted after the item was sold, they never deleted their image library. Now there's a code snippet whereby it will, when you delete the product, it deletes the images as well. Keep your media library clean. All right? Keep it clean. Fluent speech in... Oh, right. Yes. Okay, yes. I did actually see that, Pigstar, and I was quite impressed as well. I thought, well done. Well done. You know, I was very impressed by that. And he is a very eloquent person, isn't he? And I'm sure he's had lots of training and help to do that. Pez, I decided that $5,000 websites isn't lucrative enough, so now I'm on Fiverr doing websites for $5. What? Pez? What? Oh, is this on the back of the video I did? Look, it depends on your location and where you live, right? It depends on your location and where you live. So in about 4 minutes, I'm going to start tearing this wall up, and I'll continue talking. And I will pull the microphone back as well so you can hear and see me scrape, hammer, claw, fart, everything. You're going to hear it all. You're going to hear it all. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's one of the really boring aspects, Maddie, where when you know, oh, I've got to go in and delete the images now. Oh, I've got to go and delete that. Deleting a WooCommerce product is kind of easy because you go, boop, boop, delete, gone. Then when you have to go in, hey, Diego, then when you have to go into your media library, because now you have to delete the images, and you've got so many images, it takes a while to do, right? So it's just one of these like little problematic things. By the way, John, if you're still there, I just got your are you sure that's a real website? I'm just looking at the title of that, John. It's called vibration.info. Oh, sorry, you mean that's the plugin? Sorry. I was like, what the heck is that? You know, I got a bit scared of that. Anyway, sorry, I'm digressing, Dan. Absolutely, Pixar. I mean, it's like if we go back to like, if we go back to like World War One and all of that, the Kaiser, wasn't he the first or something cousin, of the king at the time? You know, so they are very closely related. Okay, very closely related. I think it was first or second cousin, the Kaiser at the time. But anyway, let's not. Something like that. To be honest, Pez, I did figure you were being sarcastic there. Okay, but there was a part of me for a moment that kind of went, "You what?" Yeah, I mean, I would say, Nadia, again, yeah. Like I said, yeah, this one person, they had a website, they had over 1,000 images, and they were like, but I've only got, I'm not selling them now. And I said, but you haven't gone in and deleted them. So here's a snippet that kind of does it for you. Oh, so back to Francisco. Have I tried WP Stackable Page Builder? No, I haven't. I haven't tried it. No, I haven't really tried it, no. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Eddie, of course, weird English. Yep, exactly. Yep, Prince Albert. Yep. Right, yeah, Pez, what's the song go by Marky Mark? Come on, give me good vibrations. No, it's, how does the song go? I can't remember now how it went. Okay, everyone, I'm just gonna start tearing down this wall, okay, and I'm still going to be watching the comments, so I'm just going to expand my screen just so I can, let me just pop the chat out. I need to pop the chat out so I can still read the comments as I'm working in the background. There we go. So I can still see the comments over here. What have you all got planned or lined up for the weekend? What have you got planned? So Moyes Nadim. Okay, Moyes, where do you live? Where do you live? Partially live, not completely live, Pixar. I mean, you're not going to watch me paint, are you? Do you really want... Who here wants to watch me paint later on? Do you really want to watch me paint? Really? Moyes, where do you live, Moyes? Where do you live? Where do you live? Because, like, you're asking a question. Canva AI is okay. I don't think it's that impressive, if I'm honest. I think it's okay. It's not super impressive. It's okay, right? Moyes, your question, right, is whereabout... Right, you're in Pakistan, right? So, how much are people charging? Where are your clients going to come from? The answer to your question is already... You know the answer. You actually know the answer to your question, okay? So, Where are your clients going to come from? Where should we put this? Pop this over here. Where are your clients going to come from? So are your clients coming from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, United Kingdom, United States? Where are they coming? Oh, sorry, I just realized my head's chopped off. There we go. Is that better? Can you see my head now? Yeah, you can see my head now. Sorry, my head was chopped off then. That's really stupid of me, wasn't it? So, no, you're not going to watch the paint dry, Michael. Hey, Antonio, tomorrow is my kids' youth journey, and wow, ooh, rugby tournament. Are you worried, Antonio? Are you worried about them? So you're going to talk, okay, Moyes, how are you going to get international clients? How are you going to get international clients? How are you going to get them? How are you going to get them? How are you going to get your international clients, my friend? How are you going to get them? Right? How are you going to get in? It's really good to say I'm going to target, but I'm going to give you a massive reality check, right? How are you going to get international clients? How are you going to get them? All right, how are you going to get them? How are you going to get international clients? Because because if you're going for the UK or US market, right, you might be thinking about $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 or pounds. But what is your strategy for getting UK clients or international? Because everyone needs to have a bit of a reality check, because don't assume it's going to be super, super easy, okay? Or, you know, like if you go on the Fiverr market, you might make $50, $100. Now, because you're based in Pakistan, $50 or $100, that's real value money for you, okay? But again, without being stereotypical or anything like that, because someone did actually say that they felt I was being very stereotypical because I used the term developed countries and developing. I don't mean that in a derogatory manner, but it's a reality check here. So what is your strategy for, what's your strategy for getting international clients? So Moyes says, I've got a personal portfolio and freelance platform like Upwork. Okay, did you... so have you... Okay. How many websites have you built, Moyes? How many websites have you built? How many websites have you built? I've got to make sure I don't lose these screws. These screws are very important. How many websites? Cheers, John. International market doesn't touch much. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So what Dipanshu has made a very good fact here, right? Because you got the Fiverr, you got the Upwork, but if you're trying to work with more high ticket UK, USA clients, you got to think about your strategy. Me too, Eddie. Me too. Right, just got to shift over to this side. I can't even see the bloody screw. Where's the screw? There. Whoa, okay. So you've built... Okay, so you've built... Okay, fine. So you've built 10 websites, which is good. And did you get good reviews for them? Have you tried reaching out to them? Will they refer friends and family to you? Will you pay them an incentive to do a referral? Because Because just because you got clients on Fiverr and Upwork, now you've got to think about your strategy for how you're going to reach out to more clients. This is where the room is now going to get mucked up and messy. R2 is actually quite big, right? A lot of people don't realise this, but R2 is actually quite big. Look, right, look, if I put him up against me, he is actually quite big, right? Look at him, look. Right, it's quite big. Put this light down. Get rid of that and that. Where do we put these? The Mando helmet. You know, I could put it on, but I'm not going to put it on. Oh. Right. I don't play with this, right? My son does, but I don't really play with it. So let's just check the comments coming in. Pez loves the sound of screwing. I bet you do as well. JMXHD, the week's been good. Quite busy. Sorting out a few things. How to start a web design business, that all went live. Sorting out a prospective webinar. You're going to hear about this on Monday. A free webinar. Yeah, I am. I'm going to be tearing this wall down. Right, Moyes. Right. So how much, when you say low price, what's the average price you're getting, Moyes? So Moyes, on Fiverr, what's the average price you're getting for a website? What's the average price you're getting? What's the average price? Please don't forget to hit like. What's the average price? Do I have a cleaning person? No, it's just me. It's just me, Eddie. So, Moyes, what's the average price you're getting paid for a website? Because I'm gonna say something about what you've just said, okay? In a good way as well. What's the average price? Do we get an answer to that, Moyes? What's the average? And by the way, no one's going to laugh you or ridicule or anything like that. Be really honest on there. Okay? Be really, really honest on there, okay? What is the average price you get paid for a website? Right? What's the average price you get? What's the average price you get? Still wait. Oh, right, okay. Hold on, Moyes. Wait. Is this what you're charging on Fiverr? It's going to be light grey. It's going to be a light grey. It's going to be similar to something like that. Something like that. It's going to be a light grey. Yep, you are right, Eddie. So here's the reason why. Okay, here's the reason why, okay? Look at my face against the black, right? Now look at my face against that, okay? I mean, it's not the greatest comparison, but a lighter background means the focus is more on me. Whereas when I'm against dark, and you have to take skin color into, you literally have to consider skin color, okay? If your skin is not very light, then against a dark background, I've started to notice in my videos, I'm like, nah, it's not working very well. Elephant grey, Diego. Yeah, elephant greyish. Oh dear, JMXHD. You know, you got to set a limit as to what is a correction, minor revision, what is minor, what is major. Pickstar, what is it you go for that? Pickstar. Right, let's not talk about the pink colour. So back to Moyes, right? Moyes Nadeem, Mr. Nadeem, you said your starting price is $1,000. Are you talking about Fiverr? Because if you're getting $1,000 on Fiverr, you're doing something pretty amazing. But are you talking about Fiverr? I'm talking about Fiverr, not what you want to be earning. What are you earning on Fiverr at the moment? To be honest though, JMXJG, it's not real. Well, okay, look. Okay, right, look. Okay, look. So, let me now explain this, okay? So, JMXHD makes a really good point, okay? Right, they make a really good point. Why do people get stuff built in Nigeria, Ghana? Why do people get stuff built or purchase services from India or Pakistan? Why do people get stuff done in Philippines, Thailand? Why do people get stuff built in China? Why? Because it can be done for cheaper. However, let me make a point here now, okay? Let me make a point here. Some people come on the news or TV and they go, you know, you're wearing a top that cost you $50. The person who built this probably only got paid $2, right? But in their country, that $2 is worth more than what we would consider as the value of $2. Does that make sense? Just like the video I did a couple of days ago where we started to appreciate how $150 in Sri Lanka is the equivalent of... Hold on, have I got this right? 1,000... No, sorry. $1,500 is the equivalent of 6 months' salary in Sri Lanka. Whereas here in the UK, I would consider it maybe 1 or 2 weeks' salary. Do you understand? So the value, you know, is... So even though people are coming over to Nigeria or Ghana to pay what some people call cheap labour or cheap stuff being built... When you translate that into what does it mean for the person in Nigeria or anything, it's actually value for money. Whereas in the UK, they'll be like, oh, you got that for real cheap. Well, no, you got to look at the geographical location and what they are paid. Okay, Moyes, so on Upwork, how much are you charging on Upwork? Hey Mia, how are you doing? Don't forget to hit like, everyone. Don't forget to hit like. Please don't forget to hit like. It makes a big difference to the YouTube algorithm. I mean, this is not going to be easy, right? Because the first thing I'm going to do is take it all off. Then I'm going to have to smooth down all of the wall. Get rid of plug some of the holes up. And just basically give it a goddamn good paint. I'm going to have to give it a really good paint. You know, and I'm hoping it's going to look okay. Hoping it's going to... And you'll probably see on Monday, when we do the live chat on Monday, if I've done a good job of it or not. And you can tell me on Monday what you think. Do you like it or not? Do you hate it? I'll be looking for your honesty, okay? Oh, damn it. Where's my hammer? Luckily, though, this wallpaper is just peeling off quite nicely. Like, it's coming off reasonably okay at the moment, from what I can tell. So it's not going to be too difficult to smooth down. Just smooth it down a bit and then paint over it. Stuff like that. Rajat, the trouble with wallpaper, right? Yeah, well, I am thinking about wallpaper. I am considering it. I just don't know. Moyes, how to find high-ticket clients. Moyes, keep an eye out on Monday. I'm going to be announcing a new webinar. Okay. Do you know what, Eddie? I don't like Zoom backgrounds because they look so fake. They start to feel and look really, really fake after a while. Yep, the studio will be ready for Monday, Eddie. It will be. Trust me. When I get my mind set on something, I do get it done. Yeah, well, the thing is, right, yeah, on Monday, I'm going to be announcing a new webinar. Do you want to know what the title of the webinar is? Shall I show you? Shall I show you? Hold on. Sorry, I'm just getting it on screen. So this is the new webinar that you're going to hear about on Monday. And it is free. It's a 1-hour webinar. It will be free. Do you understand? It's a free webinar. Okay? Completely free. And you're going to hear about this webinar on Monday. Okay? You're going to get it on Monday. Well, you don't get it on Monday. I'll tell you about it. And that webinar is going to be held on Tuesday, April the 11th. April the 11th, all right? On Tuesday, April the 11th. But on Monday, I will be announcing it, and then you can sign up for it. Okay? I'll just show it to you again. Here it is. All right. So you can see that on Monday, all right? Yeah, exactly what and that's one of the reasons I'm not a fan of the whole Zoom one, because it really does kind of like bounce and look really artificial, doesn't it? Sorry, just make sure the screen's okay there. Cheers, JMXHD. I was building that this morning. I've been building that this morning. I still need to do the thank you page for that. Obviously, you sign up with your email, then you get a link. It'll be a private. It's going to be a private session, so you have to sign up for it. But on Monday, you'll get details about that. And I hope to see all of you there. I hope to see all of you. Oh, I just realised there's a screw in there. Look at that. There's a screw right there. I actually forgot about that one. That could have been dangerous. Anyway, but I hope to see you all on that one, April the 11th. It will be a, you know, it won't be a live chat, as in, yes, it is a live chat, but it's a private webinar group. But I hope to see you all there. So back to Moyes. Oh, there you are, Moyes. Yes, there you go. Yes, so keep an eye out for that, okay? Also, we have got the super course. which is going to help you to kind of grow and scale your business. You know, I've got loads to do today, all right? I'm going to do this. After this, I then have to go sort out the carpet because the carpet's got a bit of a hump, so I need to stretch the carpet out. I'm not sure how that's happened. Then I'm going to go get paint. Then I've got to finish off the webinar page because I have to send some links off to someone. Then I've got to sort out the wall if there's any little screw holes, little dents and marks. Smooth it over so tomorrow morning it's ready for painting. Right? Yes, exactly, Pickstar. The screw was for the poster and I forgot all about that screw. How am I charged in UK and more country for Okay, Moyes. Hold on, Moyes. Moyes, are you part of our YouTube channel? You must be because you're a subscriber. I did a video last week. I did a video on website prices. It's a video with a yellow cover art. It's got yellow on the cover art. It's the website client prices survey result. Can you go and watch that video? Moyes, this is a message for Mr. Nadeem. Please go to my YouTube channel. The website client prices it's for basic website. Go look at that. That is going to tell you a range of prices depending on how you came into contact with the client. You're waiting to see my neighbor. No, this is a detached. I mean, my house is a detached house. So outside here is the garden. Well, part of the garden. It's detached, so don't worry. You won't see the neighbor. You won't see the neighbors. The neighbor, I can't hear the neighbors, and the neighbors can't hear me. The trouble with LinkedIn, is to try and don't engage with people that start sending you messages like, hey, we want to offer you this service, we want to do that with you and all of that. You don't want to engage with them, so you have to kind of ignore a lot of what happens on LinkedIn. You really, really do. Because I get wound up. With that. But Dipanshu, keep an eye out, okay, when we do that webinar. Strategies, all right? Strategies. Lots of tips and stuff. Oh. I tell you what, right? All of these are now almost useless. They're not completely useless because I can still put some glue on and stick them elsewhere. You know, I could go like that, stick them on. I can stick them on elsewhere. But that's a lot of wasted money. It's a lot of wasted money, I'll tell you that now. Wasted money. Do I need to go that high up? I'm not sure if I do, actually, because you never see up here, do you? No, you never do. So I'll just go dirt like that. Do that wall. I'm just trying to think how far I need to go. I need to go across here. Definitely need to do that. Do down here as well. Like that. Can you see the two holes down here? There's two big, deep holes here. Yeah, they've got to be filled in. So I've got to do a lot of filling in on the walls, by the way. Who's got... has anyone got anything really exciting that they've got planned for the weekend? Hey, Richard, how are you? You can literally see what's happening. What's happening? Right? That's right, John. It'll be on the 11th of April. 11th of April. By the way, just a quick snippet again. So this will be, in fact, I'll show you the details about it again. So there we go. So you got some details to read there, okay? It's just 1 hour webinar. It's not a 5-day challenge. Do this, do that, do this, do that. You know, because sometimes on 5-day challenges, right? Hold on, I'm still here. Sometimes on 5-day challenges, all they're trying to do, right, is just talk about, oh my God, my life was so rubbish. Oh, everything was really bad. And then I did this, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then now I'm making loads of money. And I just feel like, you know, they just do it to stretch it out over 5 days. Whereas I'm going, right, 1 hour webinar. Here's what you need to know. Here's what you can do. Go and do it. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, I have got padding all around here, in front, down here, and down there. I've got a soundproof curtain here, soundproof curtain that goes across the door over there as well. I am keeping some of the soundproofing down here. That will stay, and up here, it will stay. And did you know my entire ceiling? Have you ever seen the ceiling in this room? You've never seen the ceiling, have you? Look at this. So right now, this is me, right? Here's the ceiling. Look, that is the ceiling, right? So back to me again. Oh, hold on. Have I disconnected the camera? Yeah, wait, hold on. Hold on, I'm still here. I've done something to the camera. Right. That was stupid, wasn't it? Right, anyway, look. Here's me, and here's the ceiling. So I need to fix a couple of panels that I just took down. That's my light, but that panel I need to reattach back again. I'm not taking that down again. But that's me, and that's the ceiling. So I've got panels. Basically... Oh, hold on, this is wrong. Wait. I've got panels going all the way across the ceiling as well. Mainly for the soundproofing and all of that. This is wrong. Wait, what's wrong here? There we go. There. Oh, I've done it again. Hold on a moment. I've just done something to the camera. There we go. I keep doing this. You got to be careful what you touch when you start touching your camera like that. There we go. Yeah. So yeah. So sorry if the camera went dark and everything because I was messing around with it. I mean, I like to always reinvent stuff quite often. I get impatient. And how many times have I moved and redone my office layout? So many times, right? But now, I've come to the conclusion that when I moved from that side of the room to here, the dark wall bothered me a lot. And I thought I would let it go. But after about nearly 3 months with sitting here with this wall, I've come to the realization that no, it's not ticking the boxes for me and I needed to do a change. Hey Carl, how you doing? How many times have I changed the office? Right, let's go over it, okay? So I was in the garden office. I then changed from one location in the garden office to the other side of it. Then I changed again. Then I moved upstairs, right, so that's 4. Then I came downstairs and I was over there. Then I moved to be over here, 6. Then I changed the angle, 7. Then I went back to being the other position again. Then I moved over here, so that was 9. 9 times. So far, 9. This is number 10. Take care, Eddie, and I hope you like the changes we do when you come back to see us on Monday. This is now number 10. Oh, John, you're asking what time it is. Sorry, John. Let me just let you know, John. Hold on. Hold on, John. Sorry, just writing there for John there. It's April 11, 4 p.m. BST, 3 p.m. And it's only 1 hour. It's only for 1 hour. In a way, Moyes, in a way, yeah. In a way, yeah. That's kind of about right. Yeah. UK, US, yeah. And I'm hoping like you're going to learn a lot from that video as well. But also put into context where are not your parents. Think about where your clients are coming from. Think about those clients. Right, let's continue with the wall. Woo. So if you think that your social media is not working for you, or the way you currently put out adverts or anything like that, re-explore what you're putting out there, okay? So have a think about, like, have a think about your profile picture. Have a think about what you've got on your website in your hero banner. There's still a lot of people that tend to just have a picture of themselves. Hey, I'm Moyes, I'm a web designer. And it's a photo of them, and you can clearly tell that the photo is not the greatest quality, or the photo is taken because they walked through a garden once and they decided to have a photo with flowers and bushes behind them. Why does everyone do that? They're the most common photos I see of web designers. They're in a field or a garden, and there's a lovely bush with a flower, and I feel like, are they trying to attract women or clients? Are they trying to attract a partner? What are they trying to attract? Hey, Artif. You come at the right time, Artif. It's all coming down, Artif. It's all coming down. I'm moving to Thailand. No, I'm not. The ceiling is all soundproof. Because did you know that was causing the biggest echo? That. I did the walls, and when I did that sounded it off. That was the problem. You're right, Artif. My hands are full with my hammer. Luckily, it's not a screwdriver, but yeah, it's just with a hammer. I was worried about how long it would take to do this wall. Luckily, it's coming down pretty easy well at the moment. I might just paint over this wallpaper. It's going to be easier than tearing it down. I could wallpaper over it. You know, there is that temptation. If I wallpaper... The only thing I don't like about wallpaper is how sometimes... Then again, if I could just wallpaper, couldn't I? It'd be so much... It would be a lot. If I wallpaper this tomorrow... Oh, I don't know now. I don't know. What should I do? Wallpaper or paint? Paint, I'd have to do a couple of coats. Wallpaper... could get very messy and tricky in this room. you know, especially with all the equipment I got out here. So painting is probably going to be a lot easier and better for me, therapeutically anyway. We're flying through it. But can you see the difference it makes with when you take skin color into account? And this is the truth, okay? I've discovered this because I played around with light background, black background, light black. It's the focus shifts to me more, whereas on a dark one, I feel like it does slightly wash things out. That's the truth, okay? That is the truth of it. Absolutely, Carl. It's all about the hooks. So with posts, yeah, you want to say, this is how. Or people say this is not possible, for instance, but you show them what you're going to do. Hey, Be Informatica. What do you mean I haven't got a plan? I have got a plan. Well, I'm going to paint. I did consider wallpaper, but it's a lot easier for me just to paint. It's going to be a lot easier for me just to paint this. This is coming off so easy, right? Look at it. Look at that. Just tears off in an instant. It's a little bit amazing how quick and easy this is to take off, isn't it? This is the original wallpaper that was on there before, but yeah. So my wife gets mad at me about this, right? So about 4 months before I moved down here, I wallpapered the entire room. Then I decided to rip the wallpaper off and change the wallpaper here. Then I went and got soundboards. But this is my room, so I can do what I want. It's my room. This is my room. No one's allowed in here. Raheem sometimes has to get permission to come in here. This is my room, okay? Exactly, Carl is absolutely right. Post the whys. You know, yes, good point actually. Post the whys. Okay, right, let's just take this one off as well. Now, this is where it gets a bit weird with this line here. Because I have a, this is going to be the difficult bit. I'm going to have to like slice into the padding because it sits behind a wardrobe unit. But that's going to be the tricky bit. Hey, Andrew, how are you doing? Yeah, well, I think sound... I mean, look, right now, how is the sound? Think about it. How is the sound right now? Remember, I have got soundproofing down here. I got proofing here and in front of me. How is the sound at the moment? How is the sound coming through? Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. How is it? There's a lot of pads here. There's a lot of pads. And all of them will be useful. I will find some form of use for these. You know, the great thing is they're still in good condition, right? They're about 1 centimetre thick. They're still in good condition. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Hello, 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 hello. Do you get it? Soundproofing. The reason it looks small is because the camera angle. I've changed the camera angle to be higher up, and it's not been painted yet. So once it's painted and the lighting is in and stuff like that, it should look okay. It's like discovering Uranus. What? What do you mean? We will see everyone on Monday. We will get a better idea of basically how this looks. Please don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. Hey, Mark, you're right. Don't worry, it's all coming down. It's all coming down. Right, it's all coming down. Exactly, Carl. And that's the thing, you see. What you need to do is establish yourself as an expert in your niche or your industry so people recall or start to associate yourself. Now, one of the most common niches that's being used a lot on LinkedIn is SEO. Half the time, the people on there are regurgitating what other people have said. But the difference is they take it and do it in their style, their carousel, their images. So you can look at what other people are doing, and if they're getting a lot of engagement, it takes time. You got to keep doing it repetitively, daily, right? The big people on LinkedIn are posting daily, okay? Every day they have a new carousel, and they might reuse one that they had maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, but all they do is slightly modify it, you know, just to reach a new audience. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Come Monday when you see this. It's either going to look really good or really shit. By the way, I do want to say, though, from the Web Squadron Facebook group, I do have zero tolerance. There was someone who had been a member for a couple of months, but he was very arrogant and aggressive with some of his replies. And I warned him about a lot. And he kept doing it. So I've removed him. He then rejoined under a different name 4 days ago. And I had a suspicion it might have been him again, because yesterday it became quite clear he was posting similar messages. Now, I know I sometimes say the word shit, but that's because I'm on a live chat and you probably know who I am. But if anyone posts a question on the Web Squadron Facebook group and the reply this person gives them is, you know, I don't give a about that, or that is really crap, or, you know, and all of that, that's when I kind of go, zero tolerance kicks in, and no, I am not going to create an atmosphere in the group where we start to mock or anything like that, or we make anyone feel bad, or we make anyone feel like you're not good enough to do something, because we all had to start somewhere with web designing, WordPress, Elemental, Bricks, the works, you know? So the moment anyone starts to make anyone feel inferior, you're out the group. Imran the Stripper. I quite like that one, John. I should add that to my biography profile. Well, what's going to happen, right, yeah? What's going to happen is that it's just going to be grey. You know, there's going to be grey. And I'm hoping it will look good. You know, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. This is, hey Carapos, I'm redecorating. My friend. Yeah, I'm basically redecorating. Gotta take that off. There's still a lot. I mean, what I've got to do is just tear everything down, and then take off the old wallpaper where it's there, fill up any holes, and then probably paint this tomorrow morning. I think probably paint it tomorrow morning. Yes, I'm gonna have a bricks layout, Carapos. I'm gonna have a layout of bricks, yellow and black bricks everywhere, and. Big announcement, everyone. From Monday, I will be dressed like breakdance. Breakdance for life, or L for loser. I don't know. Anyway, the great thing about paint, yeah, is that paint can hide nearly anything, right? If you do it well. Hey Erica, how you doing? When I first started with Elementor and joined the group, I had a lot of stupid questions, but everyone, yeah, and that's the thing, yeah, is that I don't want anyone to feel embarrassed about asking a question, because we all have to start somewhere. And how many times have I answered questions about clients and regenerate the CSS or purge the site and what's your theme? And it gets repetitive, but at the same time, that person did not know about that. They never thought of that. Why would they? You know, they built a website. My button's not on the page. Okay, did you clear your cookies? Oh yeah, it's there now. Sometimes people mock them, and I don't like that, because do you remember the day when you first started building and it wasn't working? And then someone somewhere told you, clear your cookie. You cleared your cookie, it worked. Weren't you glad there was someone there to help you out? Wear a bakery hat. That would be funny, wouldn't it? That would be funny. Monty the Brave, where do you get inspiration for new website build? Okay, really easy. Let's say you're building a website for a dentist and the dentist is based in London. Who else in London is a dentist with a website? What are they doing? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Then you go to Google and you do a search for general dentist websites. Look at them, the good, the bad, the ugly. What is the client's logo? What is their business palette, their branding, their content? They got a lot of content or just a bit of content? Right, now look at the competitors in their area. What are they doing? Are you going to replicate? Are you going to be really innovative and different? That is how you get inspiration. All right? All of the resources for what you need is there for you on the internet. Okay? Unless the person is in a very niche industry where there's no competition, no one's done anything similar, there's no comparison online, fine. You go and find a website for pets, for dogs, and you like the look of that doggy website, can't you now transfer that over for a dentist? The difference will be the wording, the logo, and the imagery. But the layout was so lovely and clean. Pastels, nice, sharp. You got it. Why can't you transfer that over? So a good-looking website for one niche can be transferred or translated to another niche or industry. Or you look at what the competitors are doing. And you say to your client, who's your nearest rival? Have you looked at their website? Oh yeah, there's this other company. I liked what they did. Right, there's your moment to now go in and spend 5-10 minutes looking, draw out rough idea. Okay, yeah, we'll carve out an idea for a website. Maybe, how about we go for something like this? We have a logo, it transitions, we have a key, and here's the sections for your home page. It's not pixel perfect, it's not Figma, it's not Photoshop, but it will do. And your client has an idea for where you're going with it now. Carl, I've been in business for 34 years. Exactly. I still do. Every day, I'm jumping onto Google or somewhere going, how do I do that? I know I can do that. I did it before. I can't remember how. Is it possible? Is this good to do? What's bad? What's the con if I use this plugin or this facility? Right? And in fact, I will probably say years of experience, right, does not make you an expert. All years of experience does is teach you how to handle or to understand bad. Let me explain. If you have someone who does plastering for 20 years, that does not mean they are better than someone who's just learned to plaster now. Because the person who's learned to plaster now might be better than the person who's got 20 years experience. However, the one with 20 years experience is going to have more knowledge about bad clients, bad jobs, things go wrong. How do I get out of this? How do I handle it? Whereas the brand new one, they're the best plasterer in the world, but they might not have that experience with bad situations, life, the lessons of life, right? So I'm not saying that the brand new person is better or the one who's been doing it longer is better. You could be equally the same. You could both be equally bad, but the one who's been doing it longer is going to have more life lessons, stuff like that. Does that make sense? To be honest, though, Pez, yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of kickback on that group from people who hate my guts on that group. You know, I've even had it from the Bricks group as well. There's people in the Bricks group that hate my guts. Like, really, they don't, you know, like, they've made some comments about me. I just kind of go, fine, you don't like me, you don't like me. You know, it's not like we're getting married or anything. Because that's when it gets really tricky, when you are married. I might just leave that and paint that, actually. That bit can get painted. That bit can get painted, I think. Here we go. There we go. Power of tools, right? The power of tools. Have you enabled it, Monty? Have you gone to the elemental features or what used to be the experiments? And have you said enable or activate custom breakpoints? Have you done that? Dipanshu, I just got a 235 security score. Really, Dipanshu? I've actually forgotten what the highest score is. Are you? Do you know what? I can't even remember. What is the highest score on there? I don't even know. I don't even know. Has that made you really? I think that's made you really happy from the sounds of it, right? Are you now buzzing? Are you now feeling like mega-tastically happy? Tearing off the wallpaper. Tell you what, when Raheem comes home from school, he's going to go ape when he sees this. He is not going to be happy about what I've done to my room. It's my room. I can do what I want. But he will not like. He does not like mess. He doesn't like it. He won't like it. Monty, you enabled the custom breakpoints. If you check the WordPress menu widget, it just shows the default. There's some videos out there, Monty, or there's an elemental guide on how to add them in. What do you mean by do I like life in the UK? I was born here, WP Tech Monitor. I was born here in 1978. I was born here. Why would I not like it? I love it. I've always loved it. I'm not sure I understand your question. So when you say, are there disadvantages? Why do you think there's a disadvantage? Why do you think there's a disadvantage? Why do you think there's a disadvantage? I'd love to know what your answer is to that. Because there is no disadvantage unless you let there be a disadvantage. Yeah, there is, Monty. There'll be articles and posts about this. In fact, have you gone to the Elemental Facebook group and just typed a search in for custom breakpoints? Do a search for that, and I'm sure you'll find it there. Or just do a search on Google. Or just ask ChatGPT, because it's been around for so long. ChatGPT might have the answer for you. Right? One of them will have the answer for you, so go there. In fact, I will tell you, there is okay, right. Yeah, Andrew, I know where you're going with that. So WP Tech Monitor, some countries, people dislike certain things. Yes, we have taxes. Yes, we have high taxes. But we also have an NHS. We also have the health system. Now, there is loads of bad stuff about the health system. There's lots of stuff you could criticize, but whether you like it or not, we still have a health system. We have an education system. We have a justice system, right? Nothing is perfect, right? But we do have high taxes. Yes, that is right. However, would I want to live anywhere else? Right now, probably not. Right now, probably not. I know, Andrew, if I had a flamethrower, that would be a little bit dangerous, right? Yeah, go to ChatGPT. You might surprise yourself. Or ChatGPT might surprise you. I mean, what you have to remember is that ChatGPT only goes up until September 2021. But if it's a feature that's been out for a while, then it's probably going to have an answer based on history that you probably, yeah. Because if you went to ChatGPT and said, what is the best plugin to use for XYZ, it will give you a list, but it will only be accurate, roughly, up until September 2021. So always bear that in mind. It's been quite therapeutic doing this while on the live chat, actually. It's been quite therapeutic. Prison Watch POTUS 2023 edition. I bet it is, Andrew. there's going to be riots. There's going to be trouble. And I hope there isn't. I hope no one gets hurt. But I have a feeling there's going to be something kicking off for sure. There's bound to be something kicking off for sure. Okay, Ham. Listen, H Metals. I don't know your websites. There could be loads of reasons why it doesn't work, because it does work. Have you tried the call to action widget and set it to be a cover image? Because that gives you the Ken Burns effect. Or a slider. Have you tried that? A slider, maybe without the slide. That's got Ken Burns. Maybe the call to action widget, so it does it when you hover. Right, Moyes, the webinar link will come out on Monday. So Moyes, make sure you're part of the Facebook Web Squadron group. Make sure you are, just live chat. But make sure you're part of the Web Squadron Facebook group, because the link will be posted there and it will repeatedly be put out there until we have like 1 million people sign up for it. Yeah, because we want to get as many people in on it as we can. The thing is, though, Monty, you keep saying WordPress menu mobile drop down. I mean, are you referring to Elementor? Or something else? Are you referring to Elementor? Right, I am now going to end the live chat in 2 minutes. Mainly because I want to get on with some other stuff. So I just want to quickly finish this off. And then I want to get on with some other stuff. We've been live for 1 hour 31. I want to say thank you for keeping me company while you've been watching me tear the studio office down. Or kind of tear it down. Hopefully come Monday, it's going to look good. I'm really worried I'm going to do it and it ain't going to look good. And I'll be stuck with it until I redo it. So fingers crossed, I get it right. Okay, everyone, I'm going to say goodbye now. I'm going to say thanks to having you all here. And I will see you all on Monday. Stay safe, take care, look after yourselves, and keep an eye out on Monday. Details about our webinar will be coming out then. Take care, bye.